Was it under Ellen Ball where you had your pre-season trip to Ireland? That was quite famous.
It was indeed, yes. So yeah, give you a quick example of Bawley's man management of me. So this pre-season we went to Bangor, lovely little place. But the secretary who booked our trip had obviously never been there before, because we were booked into a lovely hotel, but it was right next door to the biggest nightclub in Bangor. Right, so professional footballers on a pre-season tour in the mid-90s with a nightclub right next to the hotel is not a great idea. So this particular week we played 3 games. After the second game, Bawley gave us the day off. We could do whatever we wanted within reason. So we decided to go and play golf, 4 of us. And we're waiting in reception, 11 o'clock that morning. Bawley comes down and says, "All right, lads, what are you doing?" So I'll go and play golf, Gaffer. Taxi me in about 20 minutes. He went, "There's a little bakery just round the corner." He said, "Do you fancy some breakfast before you go?" So we thought, yeah, that'd be nice. So the 5 of us walked to this bakery. As we arrived at the bakery, Bawley notices the pub across the road has just opened. And he says, "Never mind breakfast." He said, "Do you fancy a drink?" So it would be rude to say no. He was the manager after all. Do you know what I mean? So we went for a drink. Now, needless to say, we never played golf that day. And about 6:30 that evening, the 4 of us came out of the pub. Well, 5 of us came out of the pub. 4 of us walking not bad because we were finely tuned athletes who could take our alcohol, and me. And and Bawley, bless him, he's only little and he didn't take his drink that well, and he's quite pissed, right? So we're walking back to our hotel. The 4 of us go into the hotel. We turn right into the restaurant, meet up with the other lads for our evening meal. Bawley, I spot out the corner of my eye. He goes left up the stairs, gone to bed, right? Hammered out of it. So I've gone into the restaurant. I've gone, "Lads," I was a captain at the time. "Lads," I said, "you're not going to believe it." I said, "The last 7 hours we've been with the gaffer in the pub." I said, "The best thing is he's pissed and he's gone to bed. We can go out." So we did. We went out to Bangor, a few silly drinking games. And inevitably, we ended up coming back to the biggest nightclub in Bangor about midnight, right next door to our hotel. The DJ in this nightclub was obviously a massive football fan because he recognised every one of us as we walked into the nightclub, and he was introducing us one by one over the microphone, right? Which was great, obviously, because it saved having to pull. So then, what we didn't realise at this point in the evening is that Bawley's bedroom backed immediately onto the nightclub, and the walls weren't that thick, and he could hear every word the DJ had been saying. So he knew exactly who was in the club. So anyway, we start rolling in at 2 o'clock in the morning, and Bawley is stood in reception waiting for us. Now, as I said, I was the captain at the time, so I thought it was only fair, my responsibility, that I should be the one that came in last. And at about 2:30, when I rolled in, I was greeted by one of the funniest sights I think I ever saw in my playing career. It was our gaffer at 5'4", giving the biggest rollicking of his life to our goalkeeper at the time, Dave Besan, 6'4". And he must have spotted me under Bez's armpit or something, right? Because he sent all the other lads off to bed. And he went, "You." And I thought, "Oh no." He went, "You, I want to work with you upstairs now." Well, I cannot tell you how quickly you sober up in situations like that. All sorts of things were going through our mind. The captaincy could get taken off me. I get a 2-week fine. The wife thought I was in bed 4 hours ago, all that shit. And he took me upstairs to the first floor of this hotel, and he sat me down on the sofa by the lift. And I'd always wondered why they were there. And he went, "Sit there." So I sat down on this sofa by the lift. He come and sit next to me. He went, "Look," he said, "I've just had to give a massive rollicking to Dave Besan, Ian Dowie, Jim McGillen." He said, "They're my senior professionals." He said, "They're setting a bad example for the young kids in my team." He said, "And you are the captain." He said, "But the way you're playing," he said, "you can do whatever you want to get yourself to bed." And I thought, brilliant bit of man management, that, Bawley. Absolutely superb. Never hack off your best player. That's what I say. And he was right, because I got 30 goals that season. So happy days.
Oh,